filled up with some good go-go juice, the premium kind, of course. Nothing but the best for this thing. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well. When it comes to anything in life, anything that you love in life, any hobby, any pastime, it's always that thing that sparked your interest and caught your attention of it. Everybody's got a backstory. When it comes to my love for motorcycles, that's no exception. As far back as I can remember, I've always loved bike. Motorcycles have always caught my attention, got grabbed, whatever. I can vaguely remember as a kid in the little rural town that I lived in, that I spent a good 10 years growing up in. Anytime I'd hear a bike from down the road, I'd rush to the window just so I could take a look. As I got older, that love was always there. And I don't really have any memory of it due to health issues that I faced as a child. But I went on my first motorcycle ride when I was like 6 or 7, maybe a little younger. I found a photo of it, so I'll post it now. I do remember being extremely happy riding on it though. That much I do remember. Wanting to ride wasn't really implanted in my brain until quite a few years later. The reality of being able to actually ride the motorcycle never was a thing till my late teens or my early 20s, when I started working full-time and the wife and I moved in together. I was never encouraged to do it by either of my parents until my mom met my stepdad. They're separated now, but that's not the story here. I still classify him as my stepdad. Back to the story though. It was 2 months after my stepdad and my mom met and started going out when I attended my very first motorcycle event. It wasn't one that was really on the map. It was a local event hosted by a retired motorcycle club member that put on a charity pig roast to raise money for local charities. It was the summer between my grade 11 and my grade 12 year. I needed to get the rest of my community hours. I ended up racking up like 30 hours in that weekend. Seeing as I was young and it was the first time I attended, the job that I had was extremely simple. The Friday night, the Saturday, kind of being the host's little bitch, I guess you could say. When the actual day of the event came though, after everybody was there and whatnot, sitting back and like thinking to myself, like, I helped put this on. It gave me a sense of pride. The day of the event, what my job was, he lived on a back gravel road. The owner of the house that the host was renting owned the property across the street, which was like a big open field. My job was to stand on the road and usher the bikes one way and the vehicles the other, which doesn't sound like much, but when you're standing in the middle of a gravel road and you have groups of motorcycles kind of coming at you, you're standing there watching them, the vibration pumping in your chest, not only of your heart when you get excited hearing it, but from the exhaust. I never experienced anything like that before, so experiencing that for the first time, it was breathtaking. Sheer excitement, sheer adrenaline, the nerves, seeing the actual patched members from different clubs roll in. And keep in mind, I'm only like 17, and these are grown men in their like late 20s to 60s or 70s. So a lot of them have seen some shit, a lot of them have been through some shit. If you've ever seen a motorcycle rider or a club member who's been through some shit, they just put off that aura. So the intimidation behind it and the adrenaline behind that intimidation, but the excitement, if you've experienced it, you know it's unlike any other. So back to the story. A few hours later, after standing out there and the majority of the people getting there, my job was pretty much done at the road, walking around and just interacting and taking in all the bikes and stuff. It was an experience. getting to talk to the people made me really fall for the motorcycle community. It's hard to put into words, but if you've ever been through something like that, you can relate. I should have stated this at the beginning, but I attended 3 of them. That was the first one. So collecting my community hours at that one is what I did. Catching the bug for motorcycles and the love for the event is another thing that happened at that one. The next year, it was pretty much the same. I hope this guy's not coming this way. Okay, good. Really hate this corner. So yeah, the second event was much the same. It was at this time though that the host decided that he was gonna host one more, and that was gonna be it. Between the second last one and the last one, I had the itch, I had the urge, I wanted to learn motorcycle. So I went and I bought myself a mini chopper, a little 49cc thing, and I spent the rest of that summer and the spring of the next year and the summer of the next year just ripping up and down my street on it. The months leading up to that event, my stepdad put the idea in my head to bring it with me when we went to the big roast. I was hemming and hawing, I didn't really want to. And look at all these bikes, my God. I didn't want to. We went down in like April or May to visit the guy. My stepdad pitched the idea to him and said, hey, he's got a mini chopper, he wants to bring it, or he doesn't want to bring it. The host convinced me to bring it, so sure as shit, the event, I brought it with us. The day of the event, I had it back beside the barn by where we were kind of camped out, and the host said to me, he's like, hey, where's your little chopper? He's like, go get it, bring it up, put it beside my bike. I'm like, nah, this will be embarrassing. Nah, I can't do that. And he's like, no, go get it. Go get it. It's gonna be cool. I entertained his idea. I went and I got it. I wheeled it up, put it beside his bike. The reaction that I got from having my little mini chopper sitting up beside his Harley, just thinking about it makes me kind of tear up a little bit actually. The reaction that I got from people that were there, it really made me feel like I belong. I don't know about you, but my childhood wasn't too great. I didn't really fit in with any crowd. I didn't have a group of friends that I really connected with. To feel that at a stage in life when I was still kind of finding the community I belonged to, it really hit home. It made me want to be part of this community even more. Unfortunately, that was the last year of the pig roast. It was the spring after that is when I bought my first road-worthy motorcycle. I never got to experience what it was like to ride down and have any one of my bikes that I've ridden be in the lineup of actual motorcycles. But it was that event and those 3 events that really solidified that I wanted to be a part of this community. Well, as I stated at the start of the video, everybody's got a backstory. Everybody's got an event or an experience that kind of stands out and stays in the back of their mind. That was the cornerstone to whatever hobby, whatever passion you have. So if you take anything from this video, just take a second to think back about past event that you went through that really solidified what you're passionate about. And if you don't mind, throw it in the comment below. I'd like to hear about it. That's gonna about wrap up this little life story though. If you enjoyed it, if you don't mind smashing that thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button, I'd appreciate it a little lot. As always, keep your shiny side up, ride safe, and I will hopefully see everybody in the next video.